Als das Kind Kind war, ging es mit hängenden Armen, wollte der Bach sei ein Fluss, der Fluss sei ein Strom und diese Pfütze das Meer. Als das Kind Kind war, wusste es nicht, dass es Kind war. Alles war ihm beseelt und alle Seelen waren eins. Als das Kind Kind war, hatte es von nichts eine Meinung, hatte keine Gewohnheit, saß oft im Schneidersitz, lief aus dem Stand, hatte einen Wirbel im Haar und machte kein Gesicht beim Fotografieren.
Wings of Desire. The film Wings of Desire doesn't just ask us to watch it, it invites us to enter a world shaped through voices, reflections, and spiritual lives. Wenders wants to suggest that listening is a form of attention, almost a way of sharpening reality. This idea guides the film, which, in his essay, I picture myself inside that environment, become another presence within the film's world of whispers and thoughts. New German cinema is often defined by political confrontation and historical reckoning. Yet Wenders approached these concerns differently. Instead of trauma-centered storytelling, he turns towards empathy. Instead of grand narratives, he gives us small, intimate fragments of everyday experience that creates an emotional portrait of Berlin. Scholars like Aaron Dreschler describe this approach as a search for a usable past, a way for post-war cinema to rebuild identity. But Wings of Desire reaches for something slightly different, a usable present. It asks us to pay attention to the thoughts of a man on the bus, the fears of a mother, the wonders of a child. This film impact becomes quietly transformative. You begin to notice your own inner voice and imagine inner lives of strangers. As Maram Henson writes, the film creates an embodied spectership, a mode of viewing that makes you feel your own presence within the experience you're observing. The angels in the film test another cinematic belief, that simply seeing is not enough. Their vision is perfect, yet their existence is limited. They know everything, but cannot feel anything. Thomas Essler describes this as a cinema of witnessing, where characters hover between action and understanding. Wenders uses this distance to pose a question. What is knowledge worth if you can't participate in the world? What is vision without emotion? These questions become unavoidable when Damian chose to become human, and the world erupts into color. This shifts not just a visual change, but an emotional shock. The black and white world of angels is isolated and weightless. But once color appears, the film becomes physical. Laura Mark describes this kind of imaginary as haptic visuality, images that almost touch you. Damien's first sip of coffee, for example, the coldness of metal, the warmth of another person's body. These sensations reveal how deeply the physical world anchors us, and how color doesn't just appear, it arrives with the force of realization. At the center of this transformation is Marone, the trapeze artist, suspended between earth and sky. She embodied what the angels long for: risk, connection, vulnerability. Anton Case writes that post-war German cinema often seeks to rebuild human bonds, and Marone expressed that desire through the danger of falling and the hope of being caught. Which to me, she represents the beauty of living fully within a body instead of observing life from a distance. Throughout the film, Wenders builds philosophy through form, like the gliding camera that moves like an unseen presence, the whispered thoughts that blur the line between eternal and external world, the monochrome Berlin that feels like a memory, and the sudden return of color that restores the intensity of being alive. Every style-like choice becomes an argument about perception, and about what it means to witness a world you cannot fully enter. Everything becomes back to the execution. Wenders does not simply present themes, he embodies them through technique. The drifting voices, the floating shots, and the movement between black and white and color reveal a director who believes cinema should search, question, and acknowledge uncertainty. His perspective suggests that understanding a person or a city is always parallel and always evolving. So when Damien chooses to fall, to risk, and to become human, the film becomes more than a plot. It becomes the film's final claim. That true vision requires vulnerability, that presence demands engagement, and that experience matters more than omniscience. By shaping these images and sound through my own voice, this essay joins the film's ongoing conversation, inviting us to rethink how we see, how we listen, and how we manage the world around us. And overall, how to be human.
You know, the waltz and they're not fighting. It looks like it's choreographed.
Oh, you hang that flag higher. Get moving. And make sure it hangs straight.
Jerry. Yes, Peter.
Another interview. That's no good.
Berlin,
myself.
You have some time, Peter. I need you for a close-up afterwards, after the point of view shot, but plenty of time.
All right, I'm coming, fellas.
Really,
we do it now.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Now he's good.
1, 2, 3.
What is it? What is it, Peter? Life.
Let's try it again, but let's...
If I didn't have it, I'd miss it, said the general.